everyone, I am back with a new game in which we will actually learn two new concepts. What are these two new concepts which we are going to learn in today's video? Number one, we will see how a player can actually input a value to the game. Okay, so say for example, if there is a game and you want to enter the name of the player one or player two, etc. So this is the one thing which we will see in today's game, how user input could be given to any program. Okay, and number two, we will create our own behavior. Okay, we will create our own behavior, a very simple behavior to begin with. So let's get started. Okay, let me show you what as a sample we will do to learn these two concepts. We will learn these two concepts and we will create a game as well, a beautiful game. Okay, let's get started. And I'm sharing my screen to you all. Okay, so this is the sort of sample we will do to learn these concepts. What is it? Enter your name. Okay, I'm clicking on run, enter your name. So I say my name is Angel. Enter your name, click on this tick icon. Okay, hello Angel. So this program has taken the input Angel which I gave. Right, let me show it again to you. If I'm giving the name again, Richa, and I'm clicking on this tick. Now it says hello Richa. So this program has taken the user input or the player input and used it in the program. Fine. This fish is hungry. Help him find some food. Click on the start button to play. All of you know as of now, how do we put this title, subtitle, play button or start button or everything? What next we will learn? I'm clicking on a start button. You can see this fish is moving along with the mouse pointer. I need not to use the mouse, these arrow keys or anything. It is, as if it is glued with my mouse pointer. Yeah. Looks nice, right? Fine. So this is the game. There is some food hidden beside the bushes. So this fish is actually searching for the food and eating it. Okay. So let's get started. Everybody open your code.org. Okay. So here I am. I have logged into my code.org account. We will go to Sprite Lab. Yeah, because all these exercises as of now, we are doing in a Sprite Lab. Open a new project in a Sprite Lab. Rename it. It is important you name it so that, later on you understand what was that. Feed the hungry fish. Okay, fine. How we will start? First, I will have to create a landing page of the game. What is the landing page of the game? Our landing page was the page where we were taking the input from the player. Okay, so what I will do, I will make a new sprite, just to create a landing page. I am taking a smiley emoji. I like this one. Okay. So create a new sprite, create a background. I can pick any background. Let me pick this one with yellow, maybe. Let me pick this one. Okay. This is the background which I am importing. I will pick it now. Okay. This is and let me a little reposition it. Now, the very important thing which we are going to learn in this video, how do we prompt a value from the user? Or how do we prompt a value from the player? It means if I want my user to input any value, okay, how do we do that? If you go to world, you will find this option, prompt user for variable. Now, what is this variable? That also we will learn later on in detail. But at this moment, you can understand a variable is a place where you are storing the value. Okay, or a variable is the identifier using which this value could be accessed. Okay, so say for example, you are entering some value here and you want to use that value later on in your program. How you will actually access it? This variable name is the identifier using which you will access it. Fine. So what you can do, rename this variable. I am renaming it to name. Prompt user, enter your name, or maybe I can say player name. Okay, player name. You can see here it is coming player name. So what will happen when we are using this command prompt user? Prompt user for player name, and whatever value is given by the user, take it inside the variable name. Okay. Fine. Let me run it and see if it is working as we want it to work or not. Richa, yeah. It is taking the name. But what next? What do we do next? Now the name has been entered. How do we use it? If you go to events, you will find an event when a variable is answered or when a prompt is answered. Here, if you see, my prompt is name. If it is when it is answered means the user has actually input the value of the name. What do we want to do when the name is answered? We want to use this name variable, okay, in our next screen of the game somewhere. So what we will do? We will again go to Word. We will change the background because the game is about feeding the fish. So let me take a big background that looks like a sea or the underneath of sea. So probably I can pick this one. Fine. This background. I also want, now I have taken the value in this variable name. I would like to use it. So what do? I will use it. I want to use it in my title. I want to say hello to the player. Okay. So what I will do, this is the way we can use the title and subtitle screen. We already know it. But if you see in this title and subtitle, you can just, type something, whatever you want to type. Hello. But how do we attach a variable with this? How do we attach a variable with this? There is no joining point given here. What do we do now? Fine. If you go to variables, you will see, something like this. Take this. We will use it later. This, we will use it later. Yeah, because this is the variable. This is the variable which is keeping the value entered by the player. But how do we join it? So what we will do, we will replace this hello text with another text which can actually join two text. So we will pick this one and we will join it with this one. So we will say hello, space and the name and the subtitle. My fish is hungry. Help it find some food. Fine. Now we are talking about a fish. Where is the fish? Let me pick a fish. Make a new fish. Let me search for a cutie fish. This one is good. I am picking this fish. You can pick whatever fish you like. Fine. So make new sprite fish here. Now let me reset and run it and see how it is working. Player name. Player 1. I click on this tick. Hello, player 1. My fish is hungry. Help it find some food. Now, do you realize I have made a mistake? I do not want this emoji to appear now. So I should actually use this remove sprite to remove the emoji. when my name is answered. So I will use it. I will reset and run it now. So you see, this is why it is important that you keep on testing your code in chunks. I found a bug, I fix it immediately. Yeah, hello Richa, my fish is hungry, help it find some food. Okay, fine. Now what next we want? So I need a play button or something. So I will go to Sprite and I will again make a new sprite that will be some start sort of button. I will go to new costume and I will search for start. Start button. I am picking this one. Okay. Let me use it. Let me position it where we can position it. Now, in my previous video, I have told whenever we are putting some sprites on an event, until and unless that event occurs, we will not be able to measure where it is coming. So it becomes a little difficult to reposition. So I had told you a trick there, how we can precisely reposition it. I'm using the same trick here. So I am plugging these two commands with when run only just for the sake of positioning guess. And then I can probably, I will again join them with when name is answered event. Okay. So let me resize the fish. See, whenever we are creating a game, it is very important that all the objects and the sprites are in proportion. Otherwise, it does not looks very fantastic. So I'm giving my name, clicking on plus icon. Hello, Richa, my fish is hungry. Help it find some food. Now this start button also needs to be a little bit resized. I will resize it. Maybe 150. This should be maybe 55. I'm again using my trick for the positioning guess. Fine. So this seems to be good enough. What next? Guess, what next? Next, when I click on a start button, the game should be already all set to start feeding the hungry fish. So again, I will take an event from here when a sprite is clicked. Which sprite is clicked? Sprite is clicked. What do we want? First of all, we want our start button to be removed. We will remove it. We don't need it. And we will also hide the title screen. Okay. And then what we will do, we will create a couple of sprites, grasses basically, behind which my food will be hidden. So let me take this. What I will do here, I will use this command, make number of sprites. So I'm saying make 20 sprites, 20 new sprites. What will happen if you notice there is no position? So in this case, my sprites will be positioned randomly anywhere. And this is what we want for our game also, right? So I am picking this. This is another thing, new thing we are learning in this game. How do we make multiple sprites in one go? So let me run it and see how it is working now. I'm clicking on a start button. Yeah, 20 looks a little less. So maybe I can make 50 sprites, 50 new sprites. Reset, run. Start. Fine. We can do it a little more because we want it to be, a little bit, a lot of grass behind which my fish will have to find the food. So let's make it 75. Okay, one more thing, if you guys notice, my fish here is hidden behind the grass. We don't want that. We want the fish to appear in the foreground. So what we will have to do? We will actually have to remove this existing fish and create a new one. Create a new one after my grass has been created. So friends, as you know, we learn computer takes all the instructions sequentially. So what we have done in this program, first we have created the fish over which we are creating the grass. So what is happening? The fish is automatically going in the background, which we don't want. So I will make grass, I have removed it, and I will create a new sprite, this new fish sprite again. And this time I can actually create it at a random location. We have already learned how do we use a random location in last video. Okay, so I'm creating this fish at a random location and I will set the size also. Okay, we are good enough. Now I will reset and run and you guys will see that now the fish is appearing over the grass. Okay, start. Yeah, you can see now the fish is appearing over the grass. What do we want next? Next, we want some food items to be hidden beside the grass. So let me make it 100. So it looks a little more difficult to find the food actually. So I will create again some more sprites of food item. This cupcake is good. Watermelon is healthy. Carrot is healthy too. And I love apple. What we will do, we will just position them at a random location. So I will take again this random location. Okay, so what will happen now? Now, you are seeing a problem here. I am seeing a problem. Let's run and we will see what is the problem. I click on start, see what is happening. My all food items are actually appearing in front of the grass only. So there is no point of finding it. So what we will have to do, I will have to make all these sprites, all these food items before creating the grass. Let me reset and run it and show it to you. This is where my sequence, you guys can refer my sequence video. Computer executes all the instructions in sequence only. Start. Yeah, now you can see all the food item is hidden somewhere. And we should actually resize it as well. All the food item needs to be resized. Let me resize. As I keep on saying, proportioning is very, very important. Okay, now this carrot needs to be resized. Last is the apple. Fine. Reset and run it. I'm clicking on a start. Yeah, now you can see it looks better. What next? This fish is actually moving along with my mouse pointer as if it is stuck to it. How do we implement it? We know that we can do it with behaviors, right? So we will go to behaviors. Sprite begins. Which is Sprite? This fish. What behavior do we want it to take? Being draggable, but being draggable will be, you can just drag it from one place to another place. We don't want that. We want it to go along with my mouse pointer. So how do we do that? There is no ready-made behavior given for this. So what we will do, we will create a new behavior. I will name it as move along with mouse pointer. Okay. The sprite will move along with mouse pointer. What we will do is very simple. Let's go to Sprite. In Sprite, you will see this command, jump to random location. Pick this command. Remove this. We don't want it to be restricted to any one sprite. We will say this is sprite. It means to whatever sprite this behavior is being applied to, not jumped to random location. What do we want? We want to jump it to mouse location. Yes, wasn't it easy? Yeah. So what will happen when a sprite is taking this behavior, move along with mouse pointer, the sprite will jump to the mouse location and it will give a feeling as if sprite is moving along with the mouse. So I will close it. Now in the behavior, I will be able to see this behavior. Move along with mouse pointer. I will use it. Okay, reset and run, see what happens. Start. Yeah, you can see now it is moving along with my mouse pointer. Okay, so I think that's all for this video. We learned how do we take the inputs. We learned how do we create a new behavior, move along with mouse pointer. We actually also learned a new thing that how do we create multiple sprites together. Like I have created 100 new grass sprites here together. Okay. Now what next we will have to do? Now next we will have to implement the touches event. When one sprite is touching another sprite. We have done it many times. We have done it in food farmer game. We have also done it in car racing game, right? So from here, I would like you guys to complete this game yourself. Implement the behavior, implement the events from here, this event, when one sprite is touching another sprite for all the food items, okay? Complete it and share it with me. I hope you like this game. In this game, actually, we learned a lot of new things, new stuff. So do try this new game, build it yourself and share it with me. Do share your experience and happy coding. Bye-bye. See you in my next video. Enjoy.